Okay, so just a few more questions looking at solving one-step equations using balance method. And again, it's really important. I'm not interested. If you can just see that the answer here is -5, for example, I'm not interested. I want to see the working. That's really important here because it's important in understanding how to do this. So I'll go through some more of my turns and you can try some of your turns in a second. It says solve the following equation. So we want to find the missing value of b here. And we've been looking at, well, we had b, we added 3 to it. What's the opposite of adding 3? Untying the knot to take away 3. And then we saw that that unbalanced the scales. So then we must do the same thing to the other side, the right-hand side. We must take away 3 from the right-hand side over here. And this is good because now, well, if we add 3 and we take away 3, these cancel because it's the opposite. They cancel out. And we're left over with just a b being equal to, well, -2 take away 3. And just be a little bit careful here because we're saying we're beginning at -2 and we're going back by 3. We're going back by 1, 2, 3, which gets you to -5. So b is equal to -5 in this question. And that is your answer. So we can highlight it and we can check it by putting in our value into the initial equation, this thing here. So b, we're saying, is -5. And if I add 3 to it, well, -5 add 3 is indeed -2. So good. Why does that keep happening? That's really frustrating. Sorry. Anyway, question B, we've got a number divided by 4 is equal to 1.5. Again, when this was formed, we had x, we divided it by 4. Untying the knot, what's the opposite of dividing by 4? It is to multiply by 4. That unbalances the scales, so you must do the same thing to both sides. Okay, and then, well, timesing by 4 and dividing by 4, they cancel. So you're left over with here, with x being equal to 1.5 times 4, which is equal to 6. So your variable is equal to 6. And again, you can check your answer by putting it back into the equation. Your number x, which is 6 divided by 4, 6 divided by 4 is indeed 1.5. Okay, you can put it in your calculator to check if you want to. Last but not least, we've got 2 times a number is equal to 15. Again, we have a number which was b, we times it by 2. What's the opposite of timesing by 2? It is to divide by 2. The scales became unbalanced, so I must do the same thing to my right-hand side to keep it in balance. And now what happens? Well, these 2's cancel because they're the opposite thing, and you are left over with your b being equal to 15 divided by 2 as a decimal is 7.5. So you can absolutely have decimal answers. Okay, that's just in there to show you that that is not a bad thing at all. And again, you can check because 2 times 7.5 equals 15, which is good. So you can now try those your turns. You can pause the video and then let's go through these now. Solve these following one-step equations. H take away 2 equals to -2. Again, we had h, we took away 2. Untying the knot, we go back. So we've got to do the opposite by adding 2. Unbalanced scales, you must do the same thing now over here. We must add 2. And this is good because, well, what happens here? These cancel and you're left over with a h. So you're left over with h being equal to -5 add 2. Again, number line, you're at -5. If you add 2, up by 1, 2 to get you to -3. H is -3, which is good. There is your answer. Question B. We've got k divided by 3 is 2.5. Again, we had k, we divided by 3. To untie that knot, we do the opposite. The opposite to divide by 3 is to multiply by 3, and I must do it to both sides of that equation. Because now what happens, this is good, these cancel because they're opposite operations, inverse functions. You're left over with a k, which is good. K being equal to 2.5 times by 3, which is equal to 7.5. And that is good. Okay. Again, you can check your answer by putting it back into the equation. 7.5 divided by 3 is indeed 2.5. The last one. We've got 4 times a number is equal to 10. So we had a number x, we times it by 4. Untying a knot, what's the opposite of timesing by 4? To divide by 4, and you must do it to both sides of the equation. Okay, so then these guys here, they cancel. You're left over with x being equal to 10 divided by 4. You can put it into your calculator, but that is equal to 2.5. Okay, or as a fraction, you could have written it as 5 over 2. They mean the same thing. Okay, so there we go. These are your answers, and hopefully that was useful. And we can now look at two-step equations in the next videos. Good.